He's back. Here I am, Glenn Calloway from the basement, where I belong. After like a week and a half away on the east coast of Canada in Prince Edward Island. What a beautiful place, man, I'm telling you. Unfortunately, I put up 2 videos when I was there and no one gave a crap, so I figured I'm just going to have a holiday. So I could sit and talk about Prince Edward Island all day, but I got to tell you, the musicians down there, I met some great musicians down there and some great people, man. I went to some jam sessions that were just blowing me away. It was, the people down there are so talented and they just love to play music. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so I got a couple of things to show you here. First of all, I got a new album waiting for me. I ordered this off of Amazon. I wanted to take it with me. It was promised to be here. You know what Amazon's like. It'll be delivered such and such a day. Never showed up. One more day to go before I'm leaving. Never showed up. It came the day after I left. But interesting album. I have become such a huge fan of Jimmy Herring's guitar playing from Widespread Panic. I actually saw him live but didn't know who he was back in like 1993 with the Aquarium Rescue Unit, who I'm going to talk about in a video one of these, because it's just a great story you guys got to hear about this guy. Anyway, Jimmy Herring and the Invisible Whip and John McLaughlin and his band, The Fourth Dimension, they did a tour together. 2017. 2 incredible guitar players. And they did a show at the Warfield in San Francisco on December 8th, 2017. And it came out on a CD. I was not aware until I looked up Jimmy Herring on Amazon just to see if there's anything. He has a couple of solo albums too, but this one really intrigued me because John McLaughlin, Jimmy, you had 2 great guitar players. This has got to be amazing. So it's a mix of Jimmy's band and John McLaughlin's band. And yeah, if you don't know Jimmy Herring, besides his work with Aquarium Rescue Unit, what he co-founded, and Widespread Panic, he's played with the Allman Brothers, he's played with Derek Trucks, he's played in some various Grateful Dead offshoot bands, post-Jerry, like Phil Lesh and Friends and the other ones and a bunch of them. But anyway, he's a phenomenal guitar player, phenomenal. So I'm really interested in hearing this. Haven't even opened it yet. Let's see what's inside. Okay. Oh, it's nice to be back, man. I was excited to make a video again. Really. I missed you guys. There's the cover. Really cool cover. Now you can see there's songs I recognize from John McLaughlin's Mahavishnu period, Birds of Prey. Now from what I understand, when they did the tour, Jimmy Herring's band opened, John McLaughlin's band closed. The second set and the third set, they came out and did the ensemble thing. So there's the CD. But I'm expecting some ripping guitar here, just phenomenal. I'm really excited to hear this. I'll let you guys know what I think. So fantastic. Next, a band. I bought their debut album when it came out in 1990, and for some reason I don't have it. I had it on vinyl, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know why I stopped listening to it, because I really liked it. It's a band I never hear anybody talk about. When they talk about great debut albums, I never hear anybody mention it, but I think it's a phenomenal debut album, and I picked up 2 of their CDs at a thrift store before I left for a couple of bucks a piece. And it is the Black Crowes, Shake Your Money Maker. What a rockin' album this is. I must have listened to it half a dozen times on my travels, on my vacation there. I mean, Twice as Hard, just a great opening track, and Jealous Again. 1-2 Punch is fantastic. Hard to Handle, She Talks to Angels, both were #1 singles on the rock charts in 1990. I don't know if you guys know that. Struttin' Blues is a killer song. What a great rockin' album. They're kind of like a harder version of the Rolling Stones, I would say. But Chris and Rich Robinson, the brothers who started this band, Let me know what you guys think of this album or thought of it. I never hear anybody mention it, but man, I'm kind of got a renewed interest in the Black Crowes. And of course, it was that collaboration they did with Jimmy Page, the live thing. That was pretty cool. I don't have that anymore, which I might try and find again. I also picked up their second album, which is called The Southern Harmony and Musical Companion. Not as good as the first album, but not a bad album. That album would have been hard to top, but they did a pretty good job on this album. It's a pretty solid album, too. So that came out in 1992. They were almost like a year and a half, or 2 years between albums, which is pretty cool. Now, Shake Your Money Maker, that album sold over 5 million albums. Yeah, so pretty cool. What else is coming up? I'm going to see Billy Strings in another, it's the 21st today? 30th and 31st of May. I will be in Michigan to see Billy Strings. I am thinking about ordering the Zappa Cheaper Than Cheap set. There's a deluxe set for like $200 and some. I think I'm just going to get the 3 CDs for now. I'm not going to get the vinyl or anything. It's $60 some here in Canada. Available at Universal Music, not available on Amazon. Now, my big concern is we're going to have a postal strike up here again, starting Friday, tomorrow, supposedly, unless they come to an agreement. So I'm afraid to order it because it's going to get stuck in limbo somewhere. So now I got to wait and see what happens with the postal strike. If they decide not to strike, then I'm going to have that thing sometime next week, hopefully. Yeah, we're just rocking on here. I got to get together with Larry and do our CD review. What else? I got to plan some stuff, man. I'm so excited to be doing videos again. It's awesome. Yeah, I can't think of too much else. I didn't buy any music when I was down there. Like I said, there was a lot of jamming going on. I'm still blown away. I went to a jam session on last Sunday afternoon at this hall. There was 8 of us. And my brother-in-law and my brother-in-law plays guitar, harmonica, a bit of mandolin, me on banjo. There were 2 mandolin players, 2 women mandolin players. They were both fantastic. They just jumped right up and played lead breaks and jammed along, and the vocals, the harmony vocals of the women who were there playing guitar and whatever, just close your eyes and it was just heaven. So that night, my brother-in-law, he built this great big garage, the shed he calls it, out back of his house. He's got it set up with a sound system and microphones, and it's a fantastic spot. And he told everybody to come over and jam with us. And we had 20 musicians there on the Sunday night, around in a big circle, and we all took, when it was your turn, pick a song, sing a song, then go around again. It was so good. It was amazing. What a night, man. I think I played music for close to 7 hours that day, so it was pretty cool. Anyway, glad to be back. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me if you're coming back, and we'll talk later.